Well, hello there. I am the Green Notebook, and I'm going to be playing some Project Hospital. Kind of abandoned the Money Factory run. I might revisit it, but I think we're going to do a lot of Project Hospital. So, this is Campaign 1. I do have the mods, the Hospital All-in-One mod pack, which is a mod that has like a bunch of departments and a bunch of mods combined, you know. But I don't think we're gonna have to use any of the department specific mods. Obviously things that like change gameplay we're gonna obviously be using, but let's get right into it then. Campaign 1. Hi boss, how was the refresher course? You did take it, right? I've played this game a million times before, so I already know how to play it. We need all of your skills if we want to challenge Misfire Medical Company. We know that you store for Misfire Medical and you help them to become the best. But their greediness is what made you leave, and like you, we want to give people the best care possible. With your help, we might just be able to do it. We are in a pickle with this hospital. Our manager took a huge loan from the bank and ran with all the money. We suspect that he was working for Misfire Medical. They just don't want us to succeed, and here, they just might. Because if we aren't able to return the money to the bank, we have to close this hospital, so we need you to do what you do best and help us fix the situation. Since you're new here, the bank will let you borrow some more money, but we suspect that it is in our best interest to only borrow money if absolutely necessary. You can boost income and patient intake by completing objectives for a friendly insurance company. It should make this easier. Another great way to boost money, income, and also prestige is to successfully complete events in a row, but be careful because failing can have the opposite outcome. Now go and keep an eye on the bank and return money as often as possible because you can lower the interest this way. So, let's see how much money we owe. 160,000. Wow. And my monitor is a bit small, so we can't see the full window. So I am probably going to get a new monitor soon. We will see. But anyways, and our objectives are have a bank balance above 0 and treat 10 patients a day. So I'm going to pause the game and let's see what departments we have. I have to use the keyboard buttons because I can't access them. Okay. How do I change flows? That's zoom. Okay, let me look in does it not show me the controls? Seriously? Oh, show keyboard controls. Floor up, floor down is, oh, the page selectors. So it's like elevation and city skylines. It's the page selectors. Okay. So, let's look what we've got. We've got a pretty big emergency department. We've got clinics with some good doctors, hallways and a reception, and then over here we've got our on-call and nurses and 3 trauma rooms. That's okay. We don't have any radiology on this floor, nor the second, but we do have it on the 3rd. Okay. So we've got just X-ray and all this empty space that we might need to do something with eventually. And then let's look at our medical laboratories. We've got some waiting rooms, a hematology and a microbiology, and I think that's it for that. We've got the ICU, which is all back here. We've got our doctors, nurses, then the ICU. Nothing on the other 2 floors, and then orthopedics, which is all of this. And there's a warning: we don't have a regular ward. Missing equipment. Okay, let's take a look at that then first, I guess. And let's lower the wall view. Oh, we're missing a lot of stuff, apparently. Ah, that's the spot. Yeah, I cleared all my achievements so that, you know. Okay, now that's got all the mandatory equipment. Let's build another one here. One more needs an equipment cabinet. And then we now have a functioning orthopedics department. Okay. I don't know if that was like some glitch with the save or if that was on purpose, but that is all dealt with. So, I say I'll just... How do I take over? I'm going to take over all patients of this department. And I'll leave everything else alone for now. Let's just play the game. Currently, we just need to treat 10 patients in a day for our first. Okay, let's do this. And speed it up just a little bit. Come on, let me. Okay, what are the controls for speeding it up then? Because I can't access any of those. F1 to F2 to F3. Okay. So let's just see what happens. What's this guy doing? Okay, this guy is one of our player controlled ones. Okay. Scheduled procedures are finished. Last was interview. Let's see what he's got. Knee dislocation or knee sprain. The difference is X-ray. Okay, let's order him an X-ray then. Okay, let's see here. We've got sore throat, laryngeal papillomatosis, or vocal cord nodules. We can do... Well, obviously, let's do a physical first. And nosebleed, so it's obviously a nosebleed. And nosebleed just requires an ice wrap. Okay, whatever you say, game. Martinez. Okay, so now let's do our neck part. Okay, Barbara. It's a sore throat, so that'll just be analgesics. And now let's send her home. And Michael's done, so let's send him home. Doctor, treat your first patient. Yay. Where's this guy? Ah, he's up getting his X-ray. Okay. So yeah, we've got the more diagnoses pod, which adds more diagnoses. Okay, let's see. Swallowed coin, swallowed fishbone, or swallowed pen lid. The only thing we can do to tell the difference is an X-ray chest X-ray, so... Why did I change the word order there? I don't know. Strange, but oh well. Okay, out of place knee, which means it's a knee dislocation, which requires joint surgery. And surgery can only be performed in specialized departments, so... Let's send you to orthopedics and get you in regular hospitalization. That joint surgery. Frank Lopez, let's see. influenza A or B. So this is one of the pretty easy ones because we don't have an infectious diseases department, which means it has to be B. This happens all the time when you have the infectious diseases DLC, but oh well. And that's just treated with antivirals. And then we can send Frank home. Jane Smith. Chest x-ray. Pretty simple. Again, it's just what did she swallow? Coin found, fish coin found, or pen lid found. Okay, this has been going pretty smoothly so far. And we're almost to our 10 patients. Fishbone found means the fishbone swallowed, which means it's just say natural passing. It's gonna suck, but oh well. Susan Lopez, knee bursitis, corticosteroids, which needs you to be hospitalized. Then we can give you corticosteroids. Okay. Margaret Green, knee sprain, NSAIDs. There you go. Boom, boom. Done and done. John Wilson. Let's see here. Chest x-ray again. It's a lot of these same three things that are happening, but I imagine it'll get more spread, more diverse eventually. But we'll see. Casey Adams. Swallowed fishbone. Passing. Go home. Jane Smith. Fishbone found. So let's do natural passing then. Michael Smith. Can we figure out the difference with a physical? Let's try physical first. Because I don't feel like we're wasting an x-ray if we don't need to. And let's give you a physical too. Elizabeth Wilson. Are you related to John Wilson in any way? I don't know. Oh wow, there's a lot of things this could be. Let's get you a physical first then. John Wilson, coin found. Natural passing it is. I feel like that could be a lot worse though, depending, but natural passing it is. Physical examination says hand contusion, so let's give you some numbing ointment and send you on your way. Barbara. I'm surprised we haven't treated 10 people yet. Feels like a lot. Shoulder sprain. NSAIDs. Send you home. Elizabeth Wilson. And Joshua Hernandez. Let's take care of Josh first, because he's the easiest. He's just here for influenza vaccine. Let's just give him that. Send him home. Elizabeth Wilson. Okay. So, let's do chest circulation then. I think it's chest auscultation. Don't you mean just hearing around for heart and breath sounds? I don't know. I don't know why they use such big words for small things, but oh well. Okay, we're down to 3 things. Neck palpation then. Finished, and we found swallow pain. So it's a sore throat, which means analgesics, which means go home. Jane Smith. Go home. Yay, treat 10 patients. Have 65% prestige. I think that's that right. Prestige. I know what it means. 65% prestige at the end of the day. What's our current prestige? Whoa. It's just called Anonymous Hospital. That's nice. Where do we see our prestige? How prestigious are we? There's a prestige. I can't see the prestige. but it looks like because it's 3 out of 5 that it's 60%. So what do people think's bad about our hospital? Let's check it out then, I suppose. Mean staff. The staff are unattended. Annoyed. Bored. Okay. And what about here? Unattended, depressed, unattended. It seems a lot of it is just unattended. So let me take a look. How do we take care of unattended staff? Project. I'm looking it up on my phone. Project hospital. Unattended staff. Means a chief doctor hasn't been assigned. Would that be right? That's what the AI overview said. You haven't given them a boss. Yep. Okay, so quickly, let's just give every department a boss then. Let's make Dana Davis the boss. Right, is there anybody better than her? Dana Davis. Okay. Radiology can't have a boss, which means I don't know why. Intensive care. Let's just give them Peter Johnson. And orthopedics. Jennifer Adams. It appears then. Okay, now, wow, the prestige jumped up when we did that. Okay, that's good. Okay, Richie, let's see here. Let's do a physical first. Let's send John home. Okay, then the difference. Oh, it can't be. Yeah, it can't be electronics. That's an ENT thing. Otorhinolaryngology. Otorhinolaryngology? Yeah, otorhinolaryngology. Let's go with that. But it can't be that because we don't have ENT, which means it has to be hay fever. Which means antihistamines and go. Jenny Clark. Okay, neatest location, which means we need to send you there, go to regular hospitalization, and get you joint surgery. Joseph Anderson. Pharyngitis, and it's just gonna be this loop on until the end of the day, but I don't feel like having it just go on and us waiting until the end of the day for the next quest, because, you know, then what's the point of the game if we're just doing that? Of course, you can just have this running in the background, whatever you're doing, I don't really care. I do this for my fun. I do this because I like playing this game. Chest x-ray. Ding, that was Susan Lopez. She is hospitalized, idle, and in bed. Which means let's take care of her dissatisfactions. So an antipyretic for her fever, and let's slow back down the speed. Suppressed. Anti-inflammatory cream for swelling knee. Suppressed. Steroid cream for the rash. And EMS, whatever that's supposed to mean. Electrical muscle stimulation. It is a procedure used in various injuries or diseases that affect the musculoskeletal system. Okay. So let's do all of those then, I guess. Brooke Anderson, what do you want? Hip osteoarthritis. I have osteoporosis. I don't know why that name randomly popped in my head. It's really old. Hip osteoarthritis means hip replacement surgery. Jesus, Brooke. Okay, we need to send you here, get you in for that. And let's get you some NSAIDs. I said that like I'm from the deep south. Margaret King, we found a coin. So let's prescribe you some natural passing. You're here for the influenza vaccine. Go home. Robert Adams, you're idle in bed. Let's get you an ice wrap. And there's nothing we can do for your knee injury symptom. My bad. Okay, Brooke, let's go back to you quickly. Is everyone else? Okay, let's look. Right, so let's just top to bottom go. We've already given Robert everything. Susan. We've already given her everything. Jennifer. Recommendations. Analgesics. And ice wrap. Margaret. We're just waiting for you to do that. And we can give you sleeping drugs and EMS. Ooh, hey, I heard an ambulance go. That's always fun. First ambulance of the game, yay. Okay, so bacterial tonsillitis and fibril tonsillitis. So the difference, well, neck palpation, I think is going to be it. Strange they're the same. No? Okay, let's do a physical then. Margaret, go home. Okay, I think the difference is temperature. Nope, they both have temperature. So the difference is microbial sampling then. Okay. Let's get you in for that then. Thomas Wilson. There's a lot of Wilsons. Holy crap. And also, did I ever take over, automatically take over patients and orthopedics as well? Okay. So now I have both departments' patients. And does that ambulance ever come back yet? No, it doesn't appear so. Sarah Brown. Warmth and ankle injury. So let's get you a physical first then. There. Okay, so we can do a differential, see if that narrows anything down. She's thinking. The thinking was thunk. And we didn't need to buy an MRI for that, thankfully. Diagnosed correctly 20 times under your care, Dr. Wright. Okay, let's get you some NSAIDs then. And I guess we'll get you a nice wrap as well. Swallowed coin. Some natural passing then. And you are free to go home, Sarah. And I just heard the ambulance come back. Ooh, yay, blood spills. Alright, so the hospital all-in-one mod pack does remove the floors getting dirty by walking, but it can't remove the blood spills. So we still need janitors, but they're needed less, which is a good thing. Richard Clark is here for his annual checkup. Where is Richie? My name is Richard, I'm sitting in the corner. His current symptoms are diabetes and annual check appointment. So, let's just give him all the things then, I guess. Yeah, let's just get everything, because it can be anything. And we're just here to help him, I'd imagine. Okay, anti-hemorrhagics. Oh, this is our... Yeah, this is our ER patient. Okay. So, open fracture of the ulna, complicated fracture of humerus, open fracture of humerus, complicated fracture of ulna. So it's either open or complicated of ulna or humerus. Nice. Okay, let's do a physical then. Get the doctor. Do a thing. Okay, Thomas, you can go home then. And Danny, you. Let's see if we can get you to do. So we can get Margaret to do a differential for you. Okay, Elizabeth. Anthrax vaccination. Yeah, don't want you getting that. Not in our hospital. Go home now. Thinking. We filled out one thing. Nice. Okay, let's get you that x-ray then. Now that you're stable. Okay. Okay, let's take of Richard and then Margaret. Cosmetic supplements, body exam, insulin therapy, diet modification, and let's get you the rest of what we can do, I guess. Yeah. My turn. Take control of over 30 patients. Are they starting to overlap? No, they're not starting to overlap. It is starting to look like chaos down the bottom bar, though. Okay, and then Margaret, bacterial tonsillitis, because S-pyogenes was present. Okay, that's good. So, let's get you antibiotics, analgesics. Lisa Green. Let's get you in for a physical. Jane Moore. Let's get you in for a physical. Lisa Green. Let's get you in for an x-ray then. Paul Harris. Okay, that guy looks like Guy Fieri, kinda. Kind of. Only slightly. What kind of Vsauce? I don't know. Anyways. So we can get a physical exam, neck palpation, and a temperature measurement to start. Margaret Smith. You can go home now. Jane Moore. Let's get you that x-ray now. I love the quiet music in the background. It's very nice. Fractured ulna depicted in the x-ray. Okay, so then analgesics, bandage, and recommendations. And while we're doing all, are you already being wait, where are you being transferred? Temperature measurement. Paul Harris came back. Paul Harris. None of those. Okay. So let's do an oral cavity inspection then. Lisa Green on contusion. Let's give you some numbing ointment, bandage, analgesics, recommendations, ice wrap Let's get all that. We can send you home. Paul Harris, you finished. Still nothing. Okay. Let's get you that nasal cavity inspection, ear examination, chest osculation, chest osculation. Stethoscope of the heart and lungs. Yeah, it's just listening to heart and lungs with the stethoscope. Stethoscope. I cannot speak today. Can you tell? Simple fracture of humerus. Okay. Pretty good then. Not too bad. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so Jane Moore. Yep. Right. Still waiting for everything from him. We're waiting for it to be called. He is getting everything. She's getting everything. She's getting everything. Okay. Oh, Mr. Clark can go home. Okay. Now we need to give him lifestyle changes. Yike. Okay, thankfully it wasn't something too big. Then we can send Guy Fieri home. Home run, send 20 patients home. Yay. We're making good progress on this so far, I'd say. Wouldn't you? I don't know what you'd say. No. Can't talk to you. You're watching the past. Okay. Clark, you look sleep deprived. You sure you good? Whoa. Whoa, practically 100%. Leave the clinic. Yes, I know. I know. Okay, let's make him good blue then. So he will get assigned a doctor. Okay, Lisa, you can go home. Because we need to get this guy a doctor. Okay. Okay, if we don't give you that, you can just go home right now. Where's the thing that allows me to, like, there it is. Now I can track them. Healthy blood cell count. Okay, that's good. There's one hidden symptom, but it really shouldn't affect us because it can be any of these. Wow. But it should be fine. Ah, man. Oh, okay. You can still. Okay. This guy's stabilized now, so. Let's send him to the ICU then. So that he can get that arm fracture surgery. Because that's what he was waiting on. That's why he wasn't moving anywhere at all. And he couldn't leave. Okay, up he goes. Elevator to this floor. Into the ICU. First ICU patient. And look, there's a doctor already there for you, Peter Johnson. Okay. Now he's just waiting for an operating room, which won't happen until tomorrow morning, I don't think. Because Do they have? They don't have enough. Which means you're just gonna be waiting here until tomorrow morning. I apologize. But now it's the end of the day. And does it count 2400 as the end of the day, I imagine? Let's see. Yeah, there's so many departments here, and I cannot wait until we build a whole hospital and use them all. This is gonna be amazing. Holy crap. Okay. Okay, which means now everyone here just needs to wait until tomorrow morning. And they all can leave. And Daniel Lewis is not going to be able to leave until day 3 morning. Oh no. Thankfully this uses the Central European billing system. Girls just having girl time, talking about stuff. Yay, 65% prestige by the end of the day. Daily news, national-wide financial crisis causes 50% low insurance payments. Yay, that works perfectly for the situation we're in right now. Who are these two people, though? Jennifer Lewis and Lisa Martinez. And who are you? Oh, you're Brooke Anderson. Brooke Anderson. Why can't I pronounce last names right? Okay. So as you can see, stuff still happens at night. The hospital still needs to function, even though we don't have a clinic. So, actually, we might as well build ourselves a clinic for night. Now we're going to have a lot less people, but we still need people we still need doctors who know what they're doing. So let's just get 2 doctors in here then. Whoa. That is a big pay difference. And let's get a night receptionist in here too. You work. Yeah, the other one was more expensive. Okay, then we should now be able to accept ER clinic patients at night. So our next goal is open a general surgery department clinic. So, do you perchance remember all this open space here? No? Well, I sure do. And this is exactly where we're going to be building it. So, my idea is pretty straightforward. We need to make this as cheap as possible while still servicing properly. So let's do a 4x5 office, a 4x3 waiting room, and we don't need a reception. They already have restrooms and common rooms. I can really tell this game is Central European because they call it a common room and not a break room. That should be all we need though, because janitors should go to other departments, yeah. Which means now it's time to design. So let's steal the tiles from these ones. That's the wrong button. That's the rotate. That's the one we want. And we'll just actually, how's this sound? Because they have yellow here. What if... This is gonna sound insane, but just trust me on this. And I need to make it look good from all angles, because I just have to. But what if we do something like this, and then we steal these guys, make them blue, they don't go through the wall. I know they would if it was the same color, but oh well. And of course we need to keep in mind the repetitiveness. We don't want things to be too repetitive. That should work fine. Yeah. And actually, let's take these guys right here and place them here. That looks perfect, actually, I think. Maybe... I can't undo that now, damn. Let's try that. And that. That looks good too. Okay, let's go with that then. Okay, walls. Now, we need walls. Let's also just steal the walls from inside of the rooms here, but make them blue instead. And was this light blue or dark blue? Dark blue, okay. Yeah, I know. I did that. And then there it is. I really love this game's tiling system. Like, so much. It allows you so much customization. But anyways, okay, we've got that. Let's just take a look to stare in awe at our walls. Okay, next we should place some benches here. Let's take an info TV and a Q machine. And sure, let's place a vending machine here too. And then what door do they use down here? Perfect. Let's take that. Okay, now let's get to work designing this. So, placing this back corner for optimal space use. I've designed a million of these, so this is pretty straightforward to me, at least. Where is it? Equipment table. We take our audiometer and our CRP. We put our disinfectant right above that. I like to keep the style the same. They use those lamps. Okay. And let's keep the color the same too, sure. Why is it green? I have no clue. But anyways, yep. Let's take that lamp. We can set the eye test right here. Then, of course, one could not do their work without a desk. So let's take a desk, put on it the cheapest computer here, which is the PC 2. Let's take a paper holder, I guess. Actually, yeah, it shouldn't matter. It's fine. Let's just do a printer. A small printer works. Then take a biohazard bin and a spinny chair to top it all off. And that should be it, I believe. Let's hire a day and night doctor. And boom, we got that pretty quickly. But we're still not nearly close enough to paying back our loan of 160. Okay, so let's automatically take over all of those patients too, and let's just see what we get. Yeah, I know. Everyone's waiting for surgical team. I'll be late until morning. Kind of not really my fault, I suppose. Here, let's see what we need for a night surgical team. So we need 2 surgeons, an anesthesiologist. So 2 surgeons and 1 more surgery nurse. How's that guy cheaper than that guy? I don't know. But, okay, now we've got that, and then a surgery nurse for night. Sure, you're the cheapest one, and also better than the worst. You're also less than the worst one, so. Now you're being transported to treatment. It says transported treatment already, but she's not. Now she is. Now it says she's treated, but she isn't. She's... Ooh, yay, our first night clinic patient. Okay, let's get your physical first. Chest thingy. Golfer's elbow, okay. ISVAP, analgesics, recommendations, NSAIDs. Rachel Walker. Let's get your physical. Reading. It can be both now. We gotta keep that in mind. It can be both. Okay, so the word bacterial is in that, so let's try microbial sampling. And then let's send Margaret home, I guess. Yeah. And one of the big cost movers could be just completely removing out orthopedics, but we kind of need it, I imagine. Okay. You either have food poisoning or norovirus. You don't have norovirus because we don't have the infectious disease department, which means you have food poisoning, which means rehydration, stomach aches, which I'm assuming are just Tums. Spasmodics. Stimulates stomach. Maybe, I don't know. It might be Tums. It doesn't say anything about pH. I don't know. Anyways, Nancy Adams, you can go home. Brooke Anderson. Okay. Brooke Anderson's finally gotten a surgery. Nice. And it's morning. Okay, Jane. And how long have we been recording? An hour. So, we'll just call this day 1 and save right here then. Well, goodbye then, in that case. I'll make a video again tomorrow. Bye.